You know, one thing that scares me is when they start telling you, what I like to say, they say the quiet part out loud. They tell you the truth. Well, they try to spin it a little bit, but they tell you what they normally wouldn't tell you. So what do I mean by that? So, for example, with the Twitter files, Elon Musk releases all this data that shows how the FBI has been forcing or manipulating Twitter to censor information. And so everyone's all in uproar. Oh my gosh, we knew it. The government, the FBI is censoring information. They are telling them what to do. I can't believe it. We thought we knew. They said it was conspiracy. And they come out and said, what, you guys think you came up with some conspiracy? Of course we do that. We do it all the time. We've always done that. And so when they started admitting it, it's almost more scary. I mean, it confirms what we already knew, but at least they were trying to hide it instead of doing it out in the open. And this story this week is one of those stories that's like that. And I'm talking about New York City. And it's not an isolated instance to New York City. It's what they already do in China. And it's what they're going to do in the United States if you and I don't stand up and do something about it. So what am I talking about? The New York City mayor, Eric Adams, he declares, quote, I'm quoting him, "Big Brother is protecting you." Ooh, that gives me chills just thinking about it. New York City Mayor Eric Adams responds to criticism over increasing the use of facial recognition technology by declaring, quote, "Big Brother is protecting you." Now, he made the comments in response to other elected officials, other representatives, basically saying, look, man, we're worried about this. Like, you're using technology that's going to lead to a surveillance state, an all-pervasive and all-controlling surveillance state. And Mayor Adams, asserted that New Yorkers felt they were living in a, quote, "state of lawlessness," end quote, and that his priority was to, quote, "stabilize the situation." So let's think about that for a second. He asserted that New Yorkers felt they were living in a state of lawlessness, and they are. If you guys haven't been paying attention, New York is in a state of lawlessness. The attacks on the subways are through the roof. The attacks on the streets are through the roof. The muggings, the beatings, the gunshots, they are through the roof. And I don't know why anybody would want to live there. I don't care what political party you're on, nobody wants to live in that state of violence. So he's true. They are living in a state of lawlessness, and they don't want that. So his priority is to stabilize the situation, as it should be. However, here's the trick, right? Here's the trick. Facial recognition technology uses surveillance cameras to flag up individuals who appear on databases of criminal suspects when they enter certain public places. And so, if all you do is give up all your privacy, if all you would just do is just give all control to flag you when you show up in public locations, if you just give all that control, they can keep you safe. They'll stabilize the situation. Oh, you know what else would do that? Oh, yeah, to crack down on crime. Oh, maybe if we actually held criminals in jail and we held them accountable for their crimes, not release them, maybe if we actually punish them, maybe crime would go back down. It's not a coincidence that in the most blue, politically woke states or really counties, this is a problem. San Francisco, Seattle, now unfortunately Los Angeles, and of course New York, all of these areas, they have a massive increase in crime because they want to, shut down the police and take back their budgets, and they don't want to have a cash bail. They want to release criminals. They don't want to prosecute crimes. And when you don't prosecute crimes, guess what happens? You get more of it. So they use that. They destabilize the justice system. They don't prosecute crimes. They don't punish people. They don't crack down on it. And so we get an increase in crime. Then the people are terrified. Hey, I'm scared to live here because crime is rampant. And instead of fixing the problem they created, they come in with a new one. Well, if only you'll let us take away all your privacy, if only you'll let us surveil you everywhere you go, then we can keep you safe. Really? if all you would do is enforce the laws that are already there, you could keep us safer, just like we used to be before we were so scared to live there. Now, going on, the Democrat Adams suggested that mass surveillance wasn't some chilly, slippery slide. Come on, guys, don't get all conspiratorial. It's not a slippery slide. In fact, he says it's a good thing. He says, quote, "It blows my mind how much we have not embraced technology. And part of that is because they're afraid. Anything technology, they think, oh, it's a boogeyman. It's Big Brother watching you," he told Politico. No, Big Brother's protecting you. Albert Fox-Kahn, the head of Surveillance Technology Oversight Project, responded by warning that facial recognition technology would be weaponized to crack down on every aspect of dissent in the city. Look, that's how tools are. Tools are just tools. Tools can be used for good, and tools can be used for bad. It depends on who holds them. A screwdriver, I use it all the time. A screwdriver can help you fix your car, it can pry something open, or you could stab someone with a screwdriver. It depends on who holds the screwdriver. Same with a gun. Now, that's why we say it's what's in a man's heart, not in his hand. Now, same with this. This technology, sure, technology can make our lives more convenient. Yes, technology can help us. But in the wrong hands, it's going to be used bad. Now, we know that the state's main goal is to maintain power. And the only way they can maintain power, especially in the light of this age of corruption that we're going into, is to control everything. So we do not want to give them that power. Civil liberties advocates have warned that making facial recognition technology ubiquitous could lead to, quote, a minority report style society where everyone, whether they have a criminal record or not, is tracked everywhere they go. Of course, in China, they do this. Of course, in China, they use this technology as a form of permission slip to decide whether citizens are allowed to even get online with their social credit score system. Now, the last piece, of course, is the digital dollar, the CBDCs that are coming, and those are coming fast, and that will be the last piece because now they can tie that in with the surveillance. Oh, this guy, he's not supposed to be on that side of town, so now he can't use his money to buy a bus ticket, or he can't use it to buy food, or he can't whatever. They want to surveil you with the money, surveil you with the technology, and then they want to control you. Now, it's not me saying it. This is Mayor Eric Adams of New York City saying, Big Brother is here to protect you because you feel unsafe. If they wanted to protect us, they would just use the laws that are already there.